Surprise, mother.
It's the roaring 1920s, and 37-year-old Ganesh Flapperton is a busy businessman. But business isn't well in this businessman. He's had a fever on and off for the last 2 weeks, and has had frequent night sweats. Lately, he's been more worn out than a flapper after the Charleston, but had to brush it off due to his travels abroad to the ends of the earth. What's wrong, you may ask? He may have contracted tuberculosis, a disease of the respiratory breathing system. But before we get into that piece of cake, let's discuss the healthy respiratory system. The lungs are the main component. They intake oxygen to be picked up by the red blood cells that deliver it throughout the body. At the same time, carbon dioxide is given off by the blood cells, which is exhaled as a waste product. They are protected from thievery by the rib cage.
Hey, it says gullible on the ceiling.
Oh, so you stole my lungs.
The trachea, aka windpipe, filters the air we breathe and branches into the bronchi. The diaphragm is the muscle that controls the lungs by expanding and contracting. The pharynx acts as the passageway for food and air. Thick epithelium tissue protects the tract from chemical trauma from food. The larynx, aka voice box, is the airway to the lungs that contains the vocal cords.
Sir, you appear to have a very severe case of baby voice.
The epiglottis is attached to the larynx and opens and closes to keep food out of the lungs, and also induces the gagging reflex when necessary.
Joey, did you eat my sandwich?
I am your sandwich.
The nasal passage is the entryway for air, which is warmed and humidified as it passes through.
The bronchioles are the two main airways that connect from the trachea to the lungs. They further divide into the bronchi, which bring the airflow to the alveoli. The entirety of the respiratory system is made up of epithelium tissue. Now let's dive deeper into the respiratory system. Magic school bus. The alveolar surface is where the actual gas exchange takes place. Oxygen is absorbed and carbon dioxide is exhaled by the red blood cells. The pressure difference between the alveoli and the blood capillaries enables this diffusion to occur. The respiratory system obviously helps maintain homeostasis by providing oxygen needed for cellular processes, but it also plays a crucial role in maintaining blood pH. The normal blood pH level is 7.5. Above 7.8 or below 6.8 will result in death. As the concentration of CO2 increases in the blood, the pH level goes up. To maintain homeostasis, the brain signals for an increased breathing rate and the heart to pump blood faster to keep up with the CO2 levels. This is why your heart beats faster when you exercise.
That's it! Hit track over here! Give me some energy! Side!
So what is wrong with our friend, Mr. Gesh? The answer is... tuberculosis.
Mother of God.
Tuberculosis is one of the oldest known human diseases. It is caused by mycobacteria. It attacks the respiratory system. You know, the thing I just went over. TB spreads from person to person. If not treated properly, it usually is fatal.
Fatality.
It is second only to HIV/AIDS as a worldwide killer.
Holy crap!
Risk factors for TB include, but are not limited to, having HIV, having been infected by TB bacteria in the last 2 years, health problems like diabetes, alcohol abuse or illegal drug abuse.
So loud. God, I was out fighting crime till 4 a.m. You found the Riddler? The night's kind of a blur.
And not being correctly treated for TB in the past. As mentioned before, TB spreads from person to person through the air via aerosol droplets. These droplets can be exhaled by coughing, laughing, sneezing, speaking,
Where were the other drugs going?
and singing.
Sweet Caroline, on Bruce Wayne, isn't that so crazy?
TB cannot be spread by any kind of physical contact. When the droplets are inhaled, they are deposited on the lungs' areola surface. The bacilli are ingested by macrophages, but escape destruction and multiply in the phage's cytoplasm. Eventually, the cell bursts or dies, spreading the infection. The TB bacilli utilize cholesterol for energy, and since cholesterol requires oxygen to form, most TBC infections afflict mainly the lungs. Within 2 weeks, the infection can be transported throughout the body via lymphatics to secondary sites. If conditions are not right for the bacteria, they can remain dormant for years on end. Symptoms include, but are not limited to, bad coughing that lasts for 3 or more weeks, chest pain, coughing up blood, weakness or fatigue, weight loss, no appetite, chills, night sweats. Wow, it's been over 30 seconds since I showed you something hilarious. Here's something that'll tickle your funny bone.
Hello and welcome to Standing Up School. And you fail.
Standing. Wait, what am I doing? Okay, so with treatment, there are 2 ways to test for a TB infection. The tuberculosis blood test and the tuberculosis skin test. Now, we have medications that cure the disease, but the problem is that these medications are not available or can't be found in third world countries where 95% of the mortalities to the disease occur. In fact, in 2012, 8.6 million fell ill to the disease and 1.6 million of those died. And another problem is that there's a multi-resistant TB strain that has come up due to the extensive use of these medications. But things aren't that bad. For example, the death rate for tuberculosis has dropped 45% from 1990 to 2012. And medications are starting to get to more where they are needed the most. Nerd! Whoa, did you see that? The video just suddenly cut. Nerd! Oh my god, guys, seriously, what's going on? Nerd! Well, this has been a fun video. Me and Jesus, thank you for watching. If you're confused about anything whatsoever, I have a Prezi obviously attached to this movie, so if you want to know anything, I would be happy to go over it. Thank you for watching. Bye. Yay!
Hey, Scotty. Jesus, man.
Now, who are you?
Jesus Christ.
Who are you?
Jesus Christ.
Who are you? Jesus Christ! Now go get him!